list rendering now, which basically is the equivalent of for loops from regular JavaScript or Python. So we start by we'll make an array here of names. We'll put in you guys' 3 names. So we'll have Dan, Ben, and Mark, like we've had for a couple of times on this little thing. And so what you might have now is, this might be another common problem, is maybe you have an array now in your data and you want to print out all the elements in your array. Yep. Give me a thumbs up, by the way, guys, when you're ready for me to. You guys are typing away, getting set up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of all that as well. Okay, cool. So what we're going to start with, so we use the v-for directive in order to use for loops. And again, it's really simple way of setting things up. So what we can do is go. So the way v-for works is, so it's probably actually easier I just go for it. So let's just make some p tags. And we'll use the v-for directive. And luckily the syntax is very much like JavaScript. So we might, or Python at all. So we just simply, for example, say we want to iterate through names, and we want each name to be stored in a name variable. We would do for name in names, like this. Yep, that kind of probably makes sense-ish. So we could hit enter, we could hit save here, and you'll see absolutely nothing happen, which may cause you some distress.
But can we write name in curly braces now?
Oh Ben, you've jumped ahead of the gun there. That's exactly what we're going to do. Yeah. So you'll see, for example, at the moment we've got what it's done though is it's added 3 p tags. Yep. So it's kind of done what we want it to do in a thinking about it sense. So what we've got here. So yeah. So what you can do is just like Ben suggested, is you can just use your curly braces here and put in name. And now if you do that, wham bam, your names appear.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty nice.
That is pretty sick.
So that's kind of again, that's kind of at the basic level all there really is to v-fors. Now there are a couple of cool little tricks you do. One's if you want to get the position of where Dan is inside the names array. Yeah, so maybe you want to kind of do the equivalent of, you don't just want to get Dan, you also want to get the number. It's the equivalent to enumerate in Python almost. Well, luckily VueJS has you covered. You can simply put this in brackets, and the second argument here is effectively can be any name you like, but the second thing in these brackets here, in this case I've done idx to mean index, will be a variable that's made equal to the index. So now I can do idx name, and you see you get the index.
Yeah.
Another example might be, maybe you don't even have something in data that you want to loop through. Maybe you just want to do something 5 times. So say maybe, maybe I just want to make background color blue. Maybe I just want to make like 5 blue divs that say like, and color white maybe, just so you can see the text that says like, hooray! I don't know. I'm really bad at coming up with sample text. This is sample text. We're going to go really boring. Maybe you just want to make 5 of these. You don't need to make like an array in data that says like, give me 5. Maybe we can just do v-for, and we could be like box in 5. Literally just the number 5. And as you can see, this will create 5 boxes. to say this is sample text.
Rob,
Cool. Yeah.
I think it's because I'm not. All right. Sorry. Sorry about that. Ignore.
What's that? You all right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Fab. Yeah, so there's also one other thing we can do. And that is we can also, these don't have to be arrays that you're iterating through. So say we decided to upgrade this names thing here for like people. And now we actually want to make these guys into, you're right, proper objects here. So these are now an object, or effectively this let's say this could just be like a dictionary coming from a Python case, and we've got like, I don't know, what's a really good example dictionary we can do? I don't know. Maybe this can be like emotions or something. So Dan is always angry, aren't you, Dan?
Thanks. I'm basically a 2D character.
You're the Incredible Hulk of the group. And then Ben, what's your emotion?
Righteous.
Dan, what's your emotion? What's your emotion want to be, Dan?
I do know.
You want to be angry, Mark? What do you want your emotion to be?
Yeah, angry 2, like number 2.
Okay.
Can I be derpy?
Derpy.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this really doesn't matter. Derpy. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay. So now what we can do. So say we want to iterate through this emotions array, or it's not an array, it's an object, and we want to get the effectively the key, which is your names, the emotion, and we want to get where they are. Well, that's also very simple. The key is effectively the same syntax as this, but now the key is the third thing that gets passed in. So now we can do like emotions, and we can do index, and then we could do say key, and then we could do name. Maybe the key's the other way around. It's key and then index apparently. Key then index. Yeah, and then you can see you got the index, the key, and the emotion. Happy-ish?
What's the key? Sorry, I missed that bit.
A bit.
So the key in this case is this thing here. It's a thing that so instead of an array here now, we've got an object that has properties that are set to certain names. So in this case, the keys are these names here.
The key is the name. I am getting an error. Why am I getting an error?
Make sure you've changed names to emotions.
Oh yeah.
Why? I mean, name for the emotion.
Oh yeah.
Key.
In this case here, in my example, my use of name here is not very good. This would now be emotion.
So my key isn't coming up.
Okay. So have you made sure that this is an object and not an array?
Yep.
And are you doing 3 things in your little bracket here?
No.
Oh. By the way, the important thing to stress here is that it's the order that's important. The variable names themselves don't matter. You can call them whatever you want.
Yeah.
The first one, in this case of the object here, the first one is always the value. The second one is always the key, and the third one is always the index.
Okay. I thought you said earlier the index was the second one.
Yeah, I cocked up.
Okay.
I misremembered.
So is the index always the last one?
Yes, that's probably a better way to think about it.
Does this generalize to n dimensions? I'm really asking.
I don't know. But you can, and that's another thing, by the way, you can do nested v4s. So say you've got an array of arrays, you can nest a v4 inside of a v4. That's fine.
You can nest a what in a what?
So say we have now a 2D array that's like, I don't know. I need like example. I need give me something. Give me some inspiration here for a 2D array.
Height and weight. Is that 2D array?
No, not quite how I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it more. Actually, yeah, we could do that. Let's do so. Now we could have people, which is an array, and inside each one, we have a nested object that's like, in this case, it's an array, and then we'd have like name, Dan, height, a number. There you go. Weight, another number. Then you could do like name, Ben, height, weight. Yeah. So now we've got like a nested structure.
Oh no! Wait, is that a square bracket at the start?
Yeah. So we're doing
an array.
An array.
Yeah.
We're doing an array of objects.
Yeah. Cool. Sick blood.
I hope none of you are too offended with the absolute
God,
random.
that's chunky type.
Oh, chunky.
And massive. Like the height
I'll
of
make
it.
the difference so we can tell the difference.
Have you noticed my BMI is 1? Oh, not anymore.
You can use v4. This can be a template again, by the way. That's possible. You can do that. So you can use templates here, just like we did with if statements. And that will make it so that they're. I think template is how you're supposed to use it if you want to use blocks of code. So I think if I do this will work now. I think if you want to use multiple elements, you might have to use a template. Yeah, okay, that's what I was doing wrong, guys. So do you need should I explain myself?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
So if you're just using something, so the kind of core of the way Vue works, you can't just do P like here and then have multiple things within it. So in this case, I've got multiple UL tags. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a UL tag that hasn't got any v4 on it. So VueJS can't handle that. So what you need to do is in that case, you have to use a template. And again, we don't see the template, but then this allows us, for example, we could have like a button here that's like remove, and then we could put in like person.name, then we'd have a button. And then now we get a little personalized button here that sits next to you. But we couldn't do that if this was like a div or something. That wouldn't work.
Only template that does that.
Yeah, so only template does it if you want to do like blocks of things. I think maybe let's try to change this to like a div or something. Maybe it was just because I was using a p tag, though I doubt it. Oh, that seems to work perfectly now. Okay, now I'm just really confused. Maybe it was p tags. Can you not put things inside of p tags? Am I just an idiot that knows nothing about anything? Button. Okay, that was weird. It works now. That works. Okay, I fixed it. But I don't know why. I'm in the classic. I fixed it, but I don't know how. So yeah. So this case here, you can actually, again, this is what I would probably what you'd want. Well, I've nested these inside of a div.